having so much fun. And this thing is live, and I have not seen this big in like years here in central Minnesota. Rare occurrence. Look at this. Turtle. A big turtle. Thing is huge. Well, folks, any guesses why I'm doing this? Or what I'm doing? Oop, not going exactly like it should there. Sometimes you just gotta readjust it again, get it to line up perfectly so I can snap it in. Chance of rain, of course. What's new here? Trying to get all the ground covered. Fertilizer and planting beans yet, but it's going good. Well, folks, I need the mic for this one. If you're following along on my channel, you know that I'm not perfect, and I'm just filming, daily life on the farm. And if you know farm life, you know that you're gonna have some ups and downs. Well, I made a mistake, and I'm not afraid to show it. Let's check it out. Never done this before. This is not my first rodeo on spreading fertilizer, but any guesses what I did here? It's about to rain. I was closing the tarp. I started the truck up. I was on the line with my father, and I said, oh, I gotta go. Check it out what I did. And how I'm gonna get up here, I don't quite know yet. I might need a ladder. Okay, that might honestly work. We're gonna figure this out. Oh, it's not that much. It's not that much at all, you guys. It'll fit in a tiny little pail. Okay. Okay, it's really not that much. Check it out. Give this a whirl. I don't feel stable enough to stand, so we're just gonna try this. Oh yeah, it's gonna come right at me. Ready guys? 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oopsies. I was trying to pull the tarp and it didn't want to. It's like hardly anything up here, but it's just heavy enough that moving the tarp wasn't working. Okay. That has got to be good. Minor details. Add in some special effects there, you know, broom drops. Okay. I think we're okay. Uh-oh. Results not looking good from way up top. Okay, I stopped filming that process, but we got it all cleared off and good to go. Going to spread one more load here and then I'll be starting beans, planting beans. Well, folks, it is the next day out here planting beans again, and let me tell you what, hose popped out again. You got to thinking that, so now it actually won't go down. It shouldn't go either way, of course, if the hose is out, but now we are thinking that, pretty darn sure that the hose is just too short. We can see that it's too short. We did some research on it though, like before we even bought this planter, and some guys were saying that they're not a huge fan because of the hoses. Look how like crinkled up they have to be. Like from the block there, they got to loop through, they got to bend here, bend there, bend below, bend, like look how many times they're bending. So over time, all the So over time, they're just going to wear and tear. And I think there's just so many hoses that we might have problems with that in the future. But like anything else, right? Gotta have problems. Otherwise, it ain't a day of farming, right? But anyway, so yeah, bummer that popped out again. Because yeah, it's just a little too short and it really won't budge. We've tried pulling on it. Yeah, I did some adjusting here, lifting this up. Did some adjusting to pull the hose forward more, but it's just so short. And up here again, I don't have my gloves on. It keeps popping out. Hose down there. All right, y'all. So update on the situation because it keeps happening. I did call Dad. Mic'd up all over here. I did call Dad and told him it happened again. And we've just been trying to, come up with what we can do. And he actually found what he used on the Maxim previously, years past. It looked like an extender. I guess I've never actually seen that before, but my dad actually made that. So he just put a male and female coupler together and instantly Tried lifting it, it worked. Because yeah, I think it's just a little bit too short and it won't pull for us. And yeah, so hopefully that fixed it all, because it's been happening on and off quite a bit. So yeah, I'm hoping that fixed it all up. Anybody who is new to the channel, hello. Thank you for subscribing if you have. If you haven't, please do. Anyways, we are no-till strip-till operation. We did have some worked ground though, because, well, we had some breakdowns. So check out those videos if you're wondering why we decided to work some fields. But anywho, we are no-tilling our beans this year with a new planter, the 1245 pivot. I'm doing 15-inch rows here, so there's 23 rows on this thing. It's not quite 30 feet, therefore it makes it like 28.9 or something. But yeah, it's beans being no-tilled, and I'm curious to see how they will turn out, because years past, I've just been operating a bean drill. And we do still have a Hinneker bean drill that's 40 feet wide and works really good in muddy conditions, so we're actually gonna be using that as well, probably within the next couple days, but we'll see when. It's going good though. Again, it is into June, unfortunately, here in central Minnesota, but we'll get it done, right? We'll get it done. I hope everybody is getting their crops in and probably already side dressing. We'll be getting to that very soon, and haymaking and all that, so stay tuned. Cab monitor, it's telling me that this row is not really planting, not working right. So I'm cleaning it out here where the seed comes out, and then I'll adjust accordingly if that don't do the trick. Hey y'all, just rolling up to the next field for the day. Woo-hoo. And just wanted to let you know, I guess, a little bit about the technology side of things. So I've said it in different videos, but this is an FM 1000 screen, and this runs my GPS of the tractor. The Pro 700 over here actually runs the planter, so I need them both. I definitely need them both. And so I'm pulling up lines through the field names, that's all on this one here, but I do have to switch the field name in the Pro 700 as well. But I got the FM 1000 pulled up here now, and I'm just scrolling through lines, and I maybe never really said how we do the no-till strip-till thing with lines locking on. So we'll just shift it each year. So like this was corn last year, corn stalks, and putting beans in. So I have a line in here that's a straight AB, and I also have a line in here that is a shifted 1 foot 3 inches. And so whichever one I choose, typically you just want to find the right one and then shift it, but I could just pick either one, and then I'm actually just going to go in manually and hit shift 7.5 inches. So because we're running with the 23 rows, 15 inches, sorry, 23 rows. So yeah, that's just kind of how we do it, so that we're, offsetting each year. When we go back to corn, then we'll just, it depends. But now with the 15-inch, we are having to shift lines, but not a big deal. But thought I'd share a fun little tidbit about the screens. It's about to rain here again, but Dad's going to take over planting. I'm going to go spread fertilizer. Well, or not. Getting a little rain shower, folks. Time to put this thing in the shed. It is actually full of fertilizer. I was just going to actually go do that. Break up the day again, planting and spreading fertilizer, but don't want that to get sticky. The tractor needs a washing. The whole fertilizer spreader needs a washing, but not right now because there's actually on the chain there, like there's fertilizer on it. It just makes things sticky and it can actually clog things up, so the next time we use it, it will not work nice. So need to get that inside, even though the tarp's on. But so that helps a lot, obviously. But yeah, show you the inside of this shed here. Well, folks, we got another inch of rain in some fields and inch and like 8 to 9/10, so almost 2 inches on other fields. Yikes. Still more beans to get in the ground, but some of the corn there might get a little drowned out. We'll see. Just a bit much, I'd say. I don't know, what do you think? Now, although this is troublesome because a bunch of this will get drowned out, which means the crop, well, the plant won't survive, but some instances it will. So it'll be interesting to see, but again, it's troublesome, but it's really not that bad because overall the state of Minnesota and other areas too are definitely getting hit hard with inches and inches of rain at one time. So my heart goes out to everybody else struggling with the same concept here. We have been pretty fortunate that they do dry up before we get a couple inches again, but yeah, still sad to see, of course, but I'm hopeful. A lot of the crop is still doing really good, but yeah, wow, getting a lot of rain here. And again, my heart goes out to others suffering with rainfall amounts. I'd be lying if I told you that I haven't ever took a kayak out in the field because there was that much water, like a couple summers ago. So yeah, it can get really wild. As the crop progresses, it will be interesting to see if you're able to see where tile is and where tile isn't, especially when the corn really starts growing in height. You'll just see that color variation.